Recently, we celebrated Women's Equality Day to commemorate the 19th Amendment, which specifies the right for women to vote. With that in mind, it's a perfect opportunity to welcome representatives from the ISSA Hygieia Network to our program. We're going to discuss the topic of empowering women in our industry. And to do that, I welcome Andrea Berns, the head of operations of JLL Technologies. Andrea, welcome.
Thank you, Jeff.
And also Emily Sandler, the market sales director, Pacific Coast for Georgia Pacific. Emily, hello.
Hi, Jeff. Thank you.
Ladies, glad to have you today. What an important topic. And we'll get right into it if you'd like. Got a few questions for you. Let's start with this one. Can you tell us about the ISSA Hygieia Network first? How did you get here? Why do you do this? And what is it you're working to achieve? And Andrea, I think you're going to start us off.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks. So why is it that I decided to become involved with ISSA Hygieia Network? Well, one is because I've been around the cleaning industry my entire career. And one of the things that I love about this particular industry is the sense of community, the friendships, the networks that I've gained over time as I've grown within this industry. And I feel a particular loyalty to the people that we have, men and women alike. I started to get involved with ISSA Hygieia Network when I was involved in working with a manufacturing company in the Jan-San industry. But I really dove in head first when I started working in the janitorial services industry. I saw a fantastic opportunity for us to better empower our frontline workers, and many of those frontline workers are women. So I became very passionate about really lifting up those individuals, empowering those individuals through education, through their network, to make sure that they are situated and seated well at the table to be recognized for their accomplishments and continue through successfully within their career in this fantastic industry.
Emily, how about you? What would you say to that?
Yeah, I would follow up with what Andrea said. I wholeheartedly agree what she says about community. I love the industry. I love that it's so big, but it also feels so incredibly small, and that the connection that you make and some of the connections you make are lifelong. I've been in the industry about 13 years, and I feel like I've just continually gained new great friendships with other people in other organizations. Additionally, I joined Hygieia because I was truly inspired by my own organization, Georgia Pacific, where the leaders above me are really great examples of putting the right people with the right skill sets in the right roles. And I feel like there's a really great balance of men and women in those roles. And I would like to help continue to inspire that in other organizations throughout the industry.
Okay, thank you for sharing that as well. Great reasons to be here. And thank you for your involvement with Hygieia. Andrea, let's go back to you on this question. Can you share some recent examples of how you're enabling the mission of the ISSA Hygieia Network?
In order to organize ourselves around truly making progress for women in the industry, we needed to collect our data points. So first thing we did is actually work with McKinsey on the Women in the Workplace study. It's a study that they run annually to understand where are women situated within the career pipeline from entry level all the way through to the C-suite. Are we seeing changes over time and where women are positioned within their careers? And where are we seeing gaps in regard to women moving from certain levels within their career? What we see overall in the United States is that there is a notable gap for women, and specifically women of color, moving from entry level to management roles. So that is something that we really wanted to focus in on at ISSA Hygieia Network. And what we did is actually, again, partner with McKinsey to better understand what that looks like in our industry. And we do see similar trends as what we're looking at in the United States. Again, it's that gap in movement for women from that entry level to that management level role. So what we're doing is putting together events networking events, educational events to really be able to impact the move throughout that career pipeline, and really are wanting to build additional content around helping individuals from that entry level to that management position. So some of the notable things that we had accomplished just this year in 2023 is we actually held 16 events in 2023. Those networking events that I had described, leadership training events, educational events specific to the cleaning industry, to really empower women to learn more about their positions, learn more about their capabilities in leadership, and launch them into those next levels. The other thing that we did was partner with the esteemed DePaul University to create a leadership certificate that we do offer to individuals within the industry, to be able to partner with and gain access to a certification in leadership that they can then add to their resume and build into their day-to-day work that they do, and be recognized for their advancements in leadership. We do also offer mentorship services, so opportunities for those in the industry seeking mentor, both men and women, to gain access to that. And then two of the big things this year that I find to be particularly, I would say, advancing of our mission is we created a committee specific to male allyship. So empowering males around us to help in advancing women in their careers. This is not just an organization for women to get involved in and empower other women. Rather, this is something that the industry as a whole needs to get around. And interestingly, you will see at some of the events that we hold, in an event that, we'll talk about in just a little bit here, many of the participants are men. We do have a fantastic following of men, and it's just making sure that we are feeding the right information, the guidance, the tips, the tricks, to make sure that our male allies feel confident in the support that they are providing against this cause. And then lastly, and this is really neat to see the expansion of ISSA Hygieia this year. But it is our expansion internationally. So we have entered the Canada market and have really started to make a really great following, a really great network within Canada as well. So it's been a busy year for ISSA Hygieia Network this year. And I'm very proud to be able to, review and summarize everything that we've accomplished. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you would think that maybe things will slow down in the future, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so.
Well, let's go to you then, Emily, on this question. I understand that there's an event coming up at ISSA Show North America, which is going to be in Las Vegas in November. Yep. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so you're correct. On the Wednesday evening of the show, just after the show closes, is the ISSA Hygieia Network's annual recognition ceremony and reception. This is an awesome event. It's become one of the most anticipated and well-attended events of the ISSA show. It's a great opportunity for everyone to come, network with other industry leaders, celebrate our awards recipients. During the ceremony, we actually will honor 6 different awards. So we'll honor a Rising Star, a Member of the Year, and a Company of the Year. And then this year, we have 3 new awards, which will be given. Andrea alluded to this earlier, but we will be recognizing a Male Ally of the Year or an Ally of the Year, International Member of the Year, and then also a Mentor of the Year. So we're really excited about the opportunity to recognize those 6 different award recipients. And let me tell you, with over 900 people attended this event last year, so it's definitely like I said, it's one of the most well-attended events, and it's super impactful. And we would love to have everybody there and show support for this organization.
Yeah, I've been to these many times. It's a fantastic evening. So I look forward to this and some new activities as well, as you mentioned. So, yeah. Andrea, would you add anything to this part?
I mean, the only thing I would add is both Emily and I talked about this earlier on, is the fact that we have such a strong community within the cleaning industry. So this evening with 900 plus of our, industry community members is a fantastic night of celebration. It's a lot of fun. But to be able to be 900 strong and recognizing some of the accomplishments by these women and allies is just something that I think that we should all be very proud of, and something that I'm very much looking forward to this year.
Fantastic. Emily, let's go to you on this question.
Yep.
An important one. What is it that Hygieia needs in order to fulfill its mission? And it's a big mission.
It's a big mission, and we definitely need help and support, and continuous people involved like ourselves, but also all the others in the industry. So a big thing is definitely we're continuing to drive membership. We would love to continue to see our manufacturing and distribution partners join in our efforts, because those are definitely very important. But we'd also love to see sort of a diverse group of people join. So specifically, maybe some of the janitorial services companies that we work with, they are tirelessly supporting our industry. And so we would love to see some more participation from those groups. But anybody who's interested in joining this effort, definitely we want to continue to raise our membership. Additionally, you can participate in all of the educational webinars and regional networking events that Andrea spoke to earlier. You can also sign up to be a mentor or a mentee through our mentorship program, which is definitely something special to my heart. And then also the ISSA Hygieia Network is looking for people that are seeking professional subject matter opportunities to present skills and develop content and present to an audience of cleaning industry professionals during in-person conferences, webinars, and other programming. And then I think the best way, honestly, to get involved in Hygieia is honestly to join a committee. If this is something that you're passionate about, or if you know someone and you know that they're interested or passionate about it, the best way to get involved is to join a committee within Hygieia. There are so many different opportunities for that. You can be on the educational committee, networking committee, event committees, the male allyship committee. There's just so many ways to get involved. So I would say definitely participate that way. And then lastly, if you want to get involved, you can become a sponsor for our annual membership, or also be an ISSA event sponsor. So those are definitely all the ways that you can get involved.
So if someone says there's nothing for me at Hygieia, they'd be totally wrong.
Right.
Emily, we're going to go to you for my final question. It's a call to action. What do you want those watching right now to do?
So first, Jeff, we'd love people to nominate by visiting the website that's linked below. We'd like the nominations for the 6 awards that I referred to earlier. So again, the reminder of what those awards are is Member of the Year, Company of the Year, Rising Star of the Year, Ally of the Year, Mentor of the Year, and International Member of the Year. So at the link below, you can go and nominate if you feel that you know anybody that would fit any of those categories. Second, we would definitely like for you to register for the event and join us at ISSA at the event on Wednesday evening of the show. It will take place just after the show floor closes, and we would love to see you all there. So the link for that is also below. And lastly, we would love to gain additional sponsorship for the event. The event will not be able to take place without the fabulous help from our sponsors and from our members. So if you're interested in that and have any questions about sponsoring, you can reach out to myself or Andrea, and our emails are below as well.